What's up, y'all? Big Red. Hope all my fellow ball dozers out there thriving and surviving in the wasteland. I say big shouts out to my few subscribers I got. I sure appreciate y'all. And everyone else, I thank you for checking out the video. Stick around, watch them, and I hope you'll get something out of it. I'm excited to bring you something that I think is very important to all you new players. 5 easiest ways to obtain some of the top weapons in Fallout 6. And we're not just talking about top, some of these weapons are OP, boss killer, top of the line weapons. Guaranteed 3-star legendary god rolls that you can obtain very easily. The first way for anybody, the easiest way, is to go to the item shop. As you can see, we're in the item shop right now. If you don't know what the item shop is, it's right here when you log in. Go to the item shop, go over, go all the way down. You got cold shoulder, I think it's like 700 too. And you got auto axe. The auto axe doesn't come legendary, you'll have to roll that, but it's still a powerful weapon. You want a vampires, and you want 40% attack damage on it, because every time you get in bats and you use every attack with auto axe is power attack. So those right there it's a god roll. Those two are the really most important. Just a vampire by itself is an OP. But the cold shoulder comes automatically rolled. I got a video on it. I'll link it to this for a beginner's guide. I've soloed Earl with this thing with 1 minute and 30. And maybe somebody's done it quicker. I'm just telling you, it is an OP weapon. You'll be killing everything with 1-2 shots. The effects on it are, it's a god roll. It is a powerful weapon. I suggest that, if you don't have the money to do it, maybe you got enough money to get Fallout first. You get it for just 1 month. It ain't that much. When you do it, you'll get 2,000 atoms free, and then you can take that 2,000 atoms and you can get your cold shoulder, and you can get your auto axe, and you'll have the unlimited scrap box and unlimited ammo box that you can just fill up for the next month. And that way you have a good stash to play with. I do advise anybody who wants to really get in this game to put Fallout first inside your budget, because it does change what you can do in this game. It just opens up your storage space, and you're not limited and strapped and decide what to keep, not to keep. You'll have unlimited, like I said, scrap and ammo, and you have great deals. They've opened up great deals that have never been before. They've never had legendary weapons being sold like this before. And I'm not promoting this for Bethesda, but if they're making it available, get on it. I mean, get those weapons. It'll make the game harder for you. It's going to make your grind a little bit easier. There's still going to be things you're going to have to grind for. Things in it that ain't going to be easy to get. But these will be. That is the easiest way. That is number 1. Alright, the second way, one of the most easiest ways, is vendors. First, you got player vendors. You might have to do a little server hopping. But most vendors are selling decent roll legendaries for a decent price cap to help you, the new beginner players, out. Even sometimes you might find some god rolls for cheap, especially from players like me who've been playing for a long time that they already have god rolls and don't really need anything. They already max cap, so you just might get lucky. Let's take a look over here. We got this guy. He's got 11 3-stars. Let's see if he's on price gouge. That is one thing you have to be careful of, is price gouging. You can go on Reddit and you can kind of get some comparison of prices. And look, his vendors are easy to find. That's another thing. Sometimes it's hard to find people's vendors. They don't make them easy, at least maybe not for me. Let's see. Yeah, maybe these are weapons you get from events right here. Doctor's orders, you get from Eviction, Burden of Love, you get from Tunnel of Love. Those ain't bad. Well, I mean, you got weapon speed on there. I mean, that wouldn't be you don't have a good melee weapon, your melee character might not be a bad weapon if you don't have anything good. You got a Batman for 181. That's real cheap for a new player. Combat shotgun. Max critical charge. Maybe if you're full health, you know. It's not bad, or you're just starting off bloody, you only got 33 luck. Put a silencer on it. Instigating dragon, that's not too bad. A little black powder weapon. Whacker Smacker, that's another one you get for the game. He's got decent prices, he ain't gouging nobody. Not no really great weapons, but it's also where you can get your unyielding armor. If you're looking for unyielding armor and power armor parts too. He does a real good job. I'll give him a thumbs up for making things readily, easily available. Decent prices. Alright, we got 3 stars. Maybe we'll find something good. And the next vendor you can be looking for is Minerva. She travels to the White Springs, which is a big sell to White Springs. He also goes to Atlas, and also goes to Crater and Foundation. Here it is. These are easy to find. Oh, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. You got a Stalker. It's just pretty decent. He's already got it modded, plus 40 armor penetration, plus 1 perception. I mean, the bash damage ain't that good. The perception could help you if you don't got a lot. Stalker is not a bad effect if you're using it stealth. I guess bullets explode. That's not bad. Little damage resist for aiming is never really all bad, especially when you got 20 bullets in the clip. The Presser is not really my favorite. I mean, Second Star is good. Critical damage. I mean, I really don't like Juggernauts because your health can always decrease, but you know, you already get faster movement speed. What kind of aiming with the picture when you're sneaking? But I mean, all in all, that's not bad at all. I mean, those are pretty decent weapons. And you get to check players' camps out, so it's really a cool way to go. Alright, let's visit a couple the vendors. We'll go right here. We're already at the Watoga Shopping Center. Very famous place where everybody goes. They have a lot of good plans. Used to be one of the only places you get the Enclave box mods or EPR, the Enclave Plasma Rifle. You can get weapons here. You can get a arrow here. Armor. Not really much for weapons. Sometimes you can find a decent weapon, but what I'm talking about is looking at their plans. The ability to use those power armors, but the rest of these like 50 cal, a little steep, 3,000, but and it's worth it. It's one of the best heavy guns in the game. One of the old classics. I mean, that's 250 in the clip, demolishes everything. You can really build a build in it with bats. If you want to, you can go out bats. Power armor, very highly recommended. Auto grenade launcher, 2-shot, very powerful weapon. It's 4,000 for that, a little steep, but it is a very powerful weapon, especially when you got combat shotgun, put a silencer on it. This thing works good with stealth commando builds. Not bad. You got all kinds of stuff for your camp, you know, dressers, garage doors, you got Gatling laser, Gatling gun, 3,000. I don't think they got any railway, they might not. A plasma gun. You might have to server hop to find what you're looking for. Revolver. They have railway and raid mods, but they don't have the actual gun here. And you look, you get bulk junk, you know, if you need some junk, and that's where you get the mods from. You know, got no enclaves. You get mods for your guns, if you don't got the plan, you get a mod too. You don't have to worry about other people. We'll go here to Berkeley Springs, that's gonna be my next suggestion. Yeah, it's good find out where I'm at, and all these people are right here. That's why. Berkeley Springs or Pleasant Valley has some usually have pretty good plans. And White Spring Mall has a bunch of vendors that you can get stuff from, apparel too, different types of apparel. Some of them not really super rare, but medium rare. Different outfits you can get, headwear, glasses. But you don't have to worry about other people coming to the vendor. You thinking that you're not gonna get something because somebody else went there. Each vendor is specific just to you. So every time you go to that vendor, whatever it has, it's just for you. The next person has a whole different selection. Now, you might have to server hop to change that selection, but each vendor is particular to that person. Alright, finally, actually I had to log in and click log back out because we got stuck. Here we are in Berkeley Springs. Join a team in case you need fast travel. Totally kicked me off. Let's see what they have. Let's say, look, this one actually has combat shotgun you can get. Sniper rifle, combat rifle for those that did my beginner's build, where you can't find one off the enemy, you can get one right here. Gauss rifle, a Ripper, not a bad melee weapon. You can get a handmade, that's up above combat rifle. War drum, not bad. Is that a crowd later? Yeah, you get a crowd later. Not legendary, but that's pretty cool. You can get different pieces of armor. If you ain't got good armor, get some marine armor. That's pretty decent armor for until you get Secret Service armor. I've got some camo bandana. I like rocking out some outfits. You can get your spices here for cooking. It's a little FYI, purified water. You get stim packs. Diluted stim packs. Anyway, back to the notes. Let's see. They got a broadsider. That's not even that expensive. 1,663. Crossbow. Cryolator. Death Timbo. A flamer. If you don't find it at Handmade, if you don't find it at Watoga, you need to come here to Berkeley. In my experience, I found any plan I was looking for, any gun. I didn't find it Watoga. I found here radium rifle, railway. Look, that's the most DPS weapon in the game when you get a quad, and even the regular variants are very powerful. So that is cheap for 1,604 caps. You can have one of the top weapons in the game. You can start trying to roll your legendaries when you get enough. So they've got all kind of plans and stuff for your camps and armor. And anyway, vendor hopping is another easy way to get decent weapons, some good weapons. Not legendary, but eventually you can make them legendary. The other last vendor to cover I want to talk about is Minerva, and she will either be down here in White Springs. When you go in, you go to the exterior. As soon as you go in, you'll see her. They'll have a big sale Thursday through Sunday. And look online, just Google Minerva's location and inventory. There's plenty of people that cover that you can find the information that you need. She'll rotate between White Springs, Wing Foundation. Once you log in here, and you'll turn backwards, you'll look, and you'll see her behind you. Then she'll also be up here at Atlas. What she sells is a variety of plans, like Plasma Caster, one of the top heavy weapons in the game. She'll also be a Crater. When all of them, when you log in Crater, look to your left. When you log in Atlas, you gotta turn back and she'll be back toward your left. They show the Plasma Caster, like I said, one of the top heavy weapons, has the most highest criticals in the game. It is a powerhouse boss killer. She sells the boss minigun, the good regular heavy gun. You want to rock some power armor, just for regular day enemies. Not really a boss killer in my opinion, but you'll have your covert scout, she'll have your strangler power armor, your T65 power armor. variety of lower tier legendary weapons that you can get off daily ops, and a variety of other weapons, but you got to have gold. So if you're a beginner player, that would be for you. Level 100 probably. You might have enough gold. If you keep all the gold at the end of the quest, at the end of the storyline, and Wastelanders, you might have enough gold. This is definitely an option for a third vendor that I would recommend. It's easy to get a top weapon in Fallout 76. All right, number 3 on the list, moving along, is going to be any trade site, such as on Reddit. You got Facebook Marketplace, and this will cost you something. You might get lucky and find someone that's being generous, or some people actually want real world money. How people feel about that? If you're a realist, probably don't want to go that way. There are plenty of opportunities in the game to get weapons, but a lot of people on there do it the right way, in this trade, something for something, berry mint tats, whatever you got. You just bargain with them. But that is an option. That is easy and doesn't take that much. And moving right along with the list is number 4, events. I can tell you how important events are to getting some of the top boss killing, top weapons, OP weapons in Fallout 76. And it don't take much. You don't have to be a high level player. Just look when you see these events pop up, and if there's a bunch of players on there, just join it. The top level players are going to carry all the weight. They're going to do all the heavy lifting. They know you're there, and they know you can't do much. Just join in, do what little you can, and just survive and stay there, and you have a chance of a random legendary award. Some of them are guaranteed, rotating legendary awards. But we're going to get right into starting off with, I think, is two number one events for legendary guaranteed weapons, and that is coming from the Blue Moon update. And we're talking about Beast of Burden and Safe and Sound. All right, we're going to start with the Beast of Burden. You can see right here, it's a Sacramento Glade, right there in Cranberry Moss. And you can see right now the footage that you've been watching since we clipped in, showing it. The Elder's Mark, and you can just see how powerful of a gun this is. Now, this one right here, you're seeing it has been re-rolled. These weapons can all be re-rolled. That's what's so powerful about them. And there's 5 different weapons that you can get from this Beast of Burden, and they're all random. So you have to keep playing, and eventually you'll get all of them. But the Elder Mark, it comes with a Furious, which is for each time you hit the same hit consecutively on a target up to 5 times, you get +5 up to 45%. And you got 25% weapon speed and 15% faster reload. And it is a cursed weapon, so you get an increased damage and an increased weapon speed, but you also get decreased durability. Like I said, this Elder's Mark has been re-rolled. It is a quad, 50% critical damage, 25% less action point cost, and that thing is a beast. The Elder Mark by itself already comes with 50 in the clip and 60 for the large mag, so it already has way more than any combat rifle, fixer, or handmade, any other weapons in this class. It is a stealth commando weapon. You put a silencer on it, it is limited by range. That's the only drawback, but the concentrated fire maxed out and the right buffs. This gun is a beast. You can just, especially with the quad, we got 250 in the clip. That's as much as a 50 cal. Man, you can just stay locked in VATS and just totally demolish them. And staying hidden. Look, I'm staying in stealth with this gun the whole time doing this event, and there wasn't really no high level players in this event. I was pretty much almost solo in this event for a minute. Finally, some other players came. Look at it switching target. This is a powerful gun that you can get, just by participating in the event. That is so awesome. Watch this thing just annihilate this boss. This little mini boss. Look at it. Now watch it annihilate this Mallard Queen. Look at this thing just totally just demolishes her within just a couple seconds. I mean, I know you might not be ready for as a new player, but here's even a little clip of one of my solo Earl kills. I didn't put the whole clip on there. That's want to show you how powerful this gun can be. You can re-roll it. But even as it is, with the rolls that come on it, it's still a powerhouse. It would be an awesome stealth commando you can get for free. So here's the regular version right here. Flipping it in. Look at it just switching targets. I mean, just annihilate everything. With a gun flu on, with this gun, man, you'll be unstoppable as a stealth commando. And it's a powerful top weapon, the fallout76, that you can get for free. A boss killer OP guarantee. Just by participating in the event. Beasts of Burdens. Alright. We'll move on to the next gun in the list. It's going to be the Holy Fire. Now this is one of the most powerful heavy guns in all of Fallout 76, and that's no lie. You can run this gun in stealth, non-power armor. You can run it in power armor. This thing is a beast DPS boss destroyer. As you can see right there, at the end of that, I had a Holy Fire and Vampires. That's how it comes, with faster fire rate and would break slower, which is awesome because flamers break really fast. It's a god roll. Bethesda got this right. Look at it melting these aliens. And then the other one we saw was the anti-armor, 25% weapon speed, but minus 25% action point cost. And a cool thing, the Holy Fire is also cursed. You get a plus 15% damage and an extra 20% weapon speed, minus durability. This is me running it. It's not a stealth. This is me running more like a guns blazing, running gun style. This thing is just destroying those aliens. I mean, this gun is so fast. This is the anti-armor one first I'm showing you, without power armor. It just melts. Watch it melt this boss here in just a second. You have to mod your weapons. I didn't say that the Elder's Mark. You just can't get it. Go back and look. When I polished and showed you the Elder's Mark, it was modded. If you don't mod your weapons right, you're not going to get the same damage that I'm getting. You got to put on there the napalm tank. You got to make the right modifications on the Elder's Mark with the armor piercing and the right stock and with the help with the AP. A lot of people miss that. They get a weapon and start playing with it, but you have to mod it right. Look at it melting this boss. Now watch it. We're about to melt the Ogway. This is on Beast of Burden right here. I've got in the very end. I just clipping this in. Look at it melting the Ogway. This gun is a beast. This is still the anti-armor. And I'm going to show you this the Vampire. Spend a little more time with these first two weapons because the Elder's Mark and the Holy Fire are OP, top of their line, top of their class in Fallout 76. The thing is about, and look what I got. Look at my reward from the Beast of Burden. I got a Holy Fire. Look, see it? That's how easy it is. You can participate. There'll be people like me. Look, here it is taking out Earl. So I'm just clipping in a piece of this fight. I just did a team play just so I could have a little footage and show you how it melt bosses. Look at it. And you can get this if I participate, and this is an easy way to get you one of the top weapons in the game. Now what I'm doing, spamming coffee, and that's more of an in-game build. But even just out the box, if you mod it right, you put the napalm tank on there, and put you the tank, that way it costs a little bit less than AP. This thing is it's going to be a beast for you, even, especially if you put it in power armor. This right here is the regular Holy Fire with the Vampire's effect. But look at it. It's just melting it. You got the curse effect that's helping you. And even when you re-roll these, you still keep the curse effect. You don't lose the curse effect, so you still get more damage and you still have a faster fire rate. Watch it melt this behemoth. That's the vampires. But you can get that OP weapon by doing Beast of Burden. It's crazy. I mean, Bethesda's never been so easier for a new player. Watch it melt the Ogway. It's never been so easy for a new player to be able to get good weapons in Fallout 76. I used to not have these type of weapons available, as it's not through the last couple of years. The events they've added more every time, but it's gotten better and gotten better, and they are getting better about putting unique, good weapons. Some of them ain't good. There are some weapons that they do that ain't good, but they've nailed some of them. They nailed this weapon when they made it. All right, the next weapon we're going to is the Ogway Gauntlet. And they nailed this one too. This is one of the most powerful unarmed weapons in the game. It's right there between the Gauntlet and this. It comes with an extra 20% more damage. The effects on it, the Juggernaut, which damage increases. Your health increases up to 25%, 40% weapon speed, and +1 endurance, plus that extra 20% damage. And if you re-roll this, you can get a bloody, you can get an anti-armor, and you still keep the 20% more damage. That's what makes it such a powerful, unarmed weapon. It is a beast in this game. Look, I'm unspec. This is on a stealth commando build. Herbivore. It's not a carnivore, so I'm not getting anything from any meat food buffs. My strength is not that high. I'm a bloody build, man. I'm not even getting nothing out of the Juggernaut's effect. And look at it, I'm still going to 2-punch and super mutant. Like, if you spec this thing out like a bloodied or anti-armor, and you go carnivore and you raise your strength up, and then you eat one of the food buffs to give you plus 85%, but the carnivore it gives you more than that. It gives like 150% extra melee damage. Man, this thing is a beast. And you can get it just from this event, Beast of Burden. These are the top 3 weapons. Eldritch Mark, Holy Fire, and this Ogway Gauntlet are the top weapons that you get from this event, in my opinion, because they are some of the top weapons in their class in this game. All right. Up next, Hostess Piercer. We'll make this short and sweet. I didn't put a lot of footage on this, but it is a perfect god roll. Bloody, 40% weapon speed, +1 strength. Plus you get increased damage and increased weapon speed because it has a curse effect, minus the durability. It is a good, solid melee weapon, and you get it free, like I said, from this event. And it can be your first god roll melee weapon, and you could make you an in-game build around it, and you could destroy bosses and everything else in the wasteland with it. So it is a very good weapon, and that's the top ones out of the event, top 4. The last one is the Lucas Switchblade. It's got assassins, we put 15 action points per kill, +1 agility, plus give you an extra 10 action points. And you see, I didn't think I had it, but I found it in my stash box. It don't weigh hardly nothing, but it did an alright job. I used it on humans. I mean, I don't really consider it nothing to write home about. But if you ain't got a good melee weapon, if you want to look for an up-close and personal, then this will do an okay job. On to the next event we're going to get into is Safe and Sound. Middle Mountain Pit Stop, right there, close to White Springs. And in this event, you're gonna have to help rescue some save all from all these critters. It's really not that hard of an event. But like I said, if you're a lower level, just get in there and do what you can, and those higher levels will take care of you. And you all will get some very cool rewards. You're seeing right now is decrypted jawbone. See it? That's it. And this thing is a beast. I mean, it is a vampire's 40% weapon speed, breaks 50% slower, and it has plus 50% cryptid's combat knife. And this thing swings so fast, dude. I've solo arrow with it. It was like 5 minutes. It takes a while with melee, but it was under 5 minutes. I mean, this thing is a monster. It's fun to play with. It'll keep you alive. If you want to learn how to play melee, you're a little scared of it, man. Vampire weapons definitely the way to go. And you're still getting good damage and keeping yourself alive with every hit. The thing swings so fast. It's going to be hard to die. I mean, I ain't saying you can't die, but that weapon with swing speed that fast, it's kind of hard to. Look at it. That thing is a monster. And again, I'm not spec'd for melee. It's a commando build, and look what I'm doing. Just imagine, the damage would be like 10 times that if I was spec'd for melee with a carnivore mutation. All right, we'll get on right along to it. The next one's going to be the Blue Ridge branding iron. And this is a unique version of the shish kebab. It's a reskin of it, but way different. The main effect is instigating, so you get double damage if your target is 100% health. It also got 40% weapon speed, plus 1 strength, plus 24/5 damage over 3 seconds. This thing is a perfect god roll, and it also has a hidden boost in the weapon speed, so it's even faster than 40% weapon speed. Carry this around with me everywhere. When I do seismic activity, I know people use chainsaws. I use this to break up light. They don't weigh that much, and especially if I'm running a commando build, I carry this around with me. Even not spec for melee, like I said, I'm no spec for melee. But look at the damage they're doing. Look how fast that thing swings. Look at the fire damage. It does. Fire damage does a little bit. I mean, 24 is not that much, but it is when you get them down closer, and especially a lower level. And it's a fun weapon to use, dude. If you're looking for a fun melee weapon, this right here is a fun melee weapon. Melee is fun in this game. It's up close, personal, and you gotta be on your hustle, on your grind. You can't be lazy playing melee. But this weapon is not gonna leave you in a bind. Look at it. It is super fun to play with. Like I said, once you respect yourself and actually be a carnivore and get the right cards on this thing, oh man, it's going to be a monster. And this thing's free. All you got to do is go safe and sound, participate. It's an easy event. It's easier than Beats of Burden. It's not hard. All right. On to the next one. All right, we got the Kaboom. It is a anti-armor pump-action shotgun with bullets explode for extra 3% damage for each pellet, 15% faster reload, plus 50 poison damage over 10 seconds. The poison damage actually is pretty decent because you can see I'm constantly taking a little bit of poison damage, and I got Funky Duds on that's plus 200 poison resist, and I got a piece of poison resist on my armor, so that's 225, and I'm still, after a couple of shots of backsplash off of that, I gotta hit a stim pack. It's a stealth weapon for sure. I would advise it using a stealth. It had a good idea, but then with the bullets explode with the poison, and you have to be so up close because it's a stealth weapon, it's counterintuitive. It backfired. It's not one of their better weapons in this series of weapons in these two events. I would say this and the Lucas Switchblade. Here, I bring it up against the Behemoth, and it does all right. I brought it against crabs too, and it wasn't worth showing. It's an all right shotgun. It's nothing like the Cold Shoulder. But it's still a free weapon, and you can get it from the Safe and Sound. All right, the next event I want to talk about is mutated events. They have some easy events. You can get the boomstick. That is a missile launcher with 2-shot missile launcher that has 25% damage while aiming and 90% reduced weight. You see that kill with the Scorch Beast Queen? It's a very powerful missile launcher, really cool to use, real fun to use. And just to have a little bit of distance between you and the target. And all you gotta do in these mutated events, you gotta participate. And some of them are at easy places, and they're not all hard events. And you'll see high-level players. When you see them there, and you see a bunch of players, just like any other event, you join in and try to help and get the rewards from the mutated events. The boomstick is one you'll get. It ain't guaranteed. It's random, but you can get out of your mutated party packs. Because when you finish the event, you get a mutated party pack. The next thing you can get an overkill. Powerful, same effects. It is a 2-shot Fat Man, which launches nukes, damage by aiming, and 90% reduced weight. So they don't hardly weigh anything. You can keep them in your stash box, keep them on you. The ammo weighs a lot. If you had to equip for reducing explosions, I can't think of the top of my head. Anyway, but you can also get the Doctor of the Order that are mutated, long shot, and you can get Peacemakers. And those are 2 other distinct weapons that you can get out of the mutated party pack. And you also get serums, you also get ammo, you also get recipes and armor and different apparel, but you can get legendary weapons. And those 2 right there, Boomstick and Overkill, are 2 alpha launchers in the game that you can get for practically nothing, just participating in an event. Even if you ain't the main one doing everything, just pitch in what you can. Those high-level players will help you out. Just do me a favor, if you do get the Overkill, just be respectful when you're at events. Don't just sit there and just blast and blast and blast. I mean, there's a time and place for it, you weren't, especially when you're playing by yourself or, your own server. But if you're on an event, it's hard to see, and it is annoying. But everybody has the right to play how they want to play. But I think we all should be respectful somewhat and just be responsible with it. It is a very powerful weapon, and it can demolish just anything. I mean, look at it demolish this Mother Queen like it ain't nothing, especially if you get some batch criticals on it. It is a beast of a weapon. You gotta be careful not to blow yourself up. Don't shoot too close to yourself. Alright. The mutated party packs and mutated events is definitely a way to go. What's gonna be in the part 1. Part 2, we're gonna cover eviction notice, all the weapons you get from that. We'll cover all the events in the Nuka World update tour that you get guaranteed weapons from. We're going to cover seismic activity you get guaranteed weapons from. And we're also going to cover over quests and the weapons you can get from that. I don't want to make the video too long, so thank y'all for hanging in, watching. Hope y'all got some out of it. You're seeing Foundation Vengeance right now, very powerful heavy gun. You get eviction notice. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for part 2 whenever I get it out in the next couple of days. I just want to appreciate and tell you thanks to all my subscribers, and thank y'all for being patient, and hope you got something out of the video. If you did, like and share it so somebody else can. And hope you put these easy ways, very easy ways to get top weapons to use. Just participate in those events and shop those vendors and go to Adam's shop and get you your cold shoulder and auto axe. But anyway, this is Big Red, and I'll see you in the next one.